Howdy y'all, Dean Stilley here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead and music news. Was it something I said? We're at the Gorge tonight. Everyone's had some time to rest. After night 2 at Alpine, I made a headstone for Bill's hat theory. There was an altar at my house. I was burning incense. I had to smudge my speakers. I was mourning the loss of the hat theory. The hat theory was dead, but tonight, like clothing accessory Jesus, the hat theory's resurrected. The band takes the stage. There's 3 hats. You got 3. You got Billy, Mickey, and if you don't believe in the hat theory, I got 3 words for you. Jeff fucking Caminti comes out with the knowledge box cover on. And if they couldn't get it done with 1 in Alpine, they got it done with 3 to kick off the night tonight. You start the show with half step. It's something when your opener already sounds like it's got some momentum behind it. There was a power moving through the band tonight that was a special kind of power. You move across, they show the folks there in the front row. You got my buddy Doug Clifton is back, live action for Doug. You know you get some good pictures of tonight. The band just plays better, I think, when he's there. They must love him long time. We see Headband Williamson there up front. Looks like he's leading the Caucasian Day Parade. Everyone's having a good time tonight. This one just had power from the get-go. Bertha's up next, and Bertha's got the low end driving it. That one's just making you feel cool. You can bust out all your best dance moves when the band's playing at a pace like that, and with that kind of power, you could tell right away this was going to be a good one. You didn't have to be hopped up on a shit heap of acid or sitting in the front row. Any delivery system will do when the music is this good. What's up next? Tennessee Jed. Maybe not my favorite tune, but the way they're playing everything sounds good. It's got power and pop. That one's finding some interesting opportunities for Mayer to have some fun. It just seemed like everybody's having a really good time tonight. And then, you know, this has been typically the part of the set where everybody takes a little bit of a breather. They'll break out, you know, easy answers or something terrible like that and give everybody a chance to rest. But not tonight. Tonight they bust out Mr. Charlie. And that's a good show. You get a Mr. Charlie bust out. Whatever happens the rest of the night, whatever happened before it, whatever happened after, doesn't matter. It's like when they busted out Box of Rain. Basically a terrible show, but because they busted out Box of Rain in '86, it was wonderful. And it's that kind of thing. You give everybody Mr. Charlie, we're going to be happy. Mayer sounded outstanding on it. Jams were fantastic throughout. Band looked happy as hell to be playing it. That was a good time. At one time, you could see Mickey on the stream was singing along. He was singing the words. That's a band feeling very happy. You get Loser next. Listen, we're in the Pacific Northwest. This is the home of the Merry Pranksters. Caminti all night long, he's playing like he might have drank from the Pranksters Punch Bowl. There is some extra magic in everything he's laying down tonight. To think that for the first couple tours of Dead & Company, we couldn't even hear Jeff. What a shame that was. You could hear him tonight. He's up in the mix, slamming it. Really game ball for Caminti tonight. He was outstanding on everything. Crazy Fingers is next. And I'm sure you all thought that was the greatest thing in the world. To me, Weir was about as comfortable on that as I am at a police station. But we got through it, and the music behind it was fine. No major hiccups. It's fun to hear Crazy Fingers. I'm sure for a lot of you that was a highlight of your night. So I won't take that from you. Cumberland. Always a home run for these guys. They slam Cumberland. Cumberland, like musical ping pong at the highest level. Guys just slamming it back and forth at each other. O'Teal's doing the funky chicken. Everybody's having a blast on this one, and we're the benefactors. This was some special stuff. Close out the set. That's just fine. End it right there, because that shit is good. During intermission, everyone probably looked around, thought, holy shit, it's good to be at the Gorge. This must be the best show ever. Fucking bozos. Anyway, They open up the second set, you get playing, and playing got as confusing as you want playing to be, even from the couch during playing. I started over and over again looking through my pockets trying to find my keys. They were right where I left them the last time I looked, but over and over nonetheless, I was looking for them. I was finding my wallet, I was finding my money. Had to do that 4 or 5 times during playing alone, so playing brought the proper amount of confusion. The solos throughout were exactly what you want playing to be. Then you get Eyes. Eyes is one of the best for these guys. Just once again, everybody slaying it. Jeff all over that one, boy. He's just really killing it. It seemed like during intermission, Mayer looks like he banged Raggedy Ann. It came out with her jacket after intermission, so he's up there. We got Raggedy Andy just beating the hell out of the guitar. Playing the shit out of everything. That was some special stuff. I guess they got rid of the solos. O'Teal didn't have the solo at the end of Eyes, and Caminti really didn't have an extended solo in there like he does sometimes, but there's ample opportunities for everybody to get their solo on during that song, and they definitely did. There was no doubt about that. That one unwinds a little abruptly, and Comes a Time's up next. O'Teal may be a little bit ahead of himself getting that one started. I think he might have even I think he dropped some falsetto on a verse. That I thought O'Teal. Don't let Mayer rub off on you, brother. Don't let it happen. Anyway, Comes a Time was beautiful. Loved it. Terrapin's next. Listen, Terrapin, you're just the perfect choice for the moment. You know, you watch John playing that one, and the music was just playing Mayer on that one. He was totally surrendered to it. It was coming through him. That was good stuff. He wasn't channeling anybody, so I'm not subscribing to any of that shit. I don't think he's channeling Garcia at all. I just think that the music plays through him when he's surrendered to it. He's got the talent, and he just kind of seemed like he was let go and the music was playing through him. Terrapin was outstanding. We get the drum space, and with that segment, here's your little piece of musical history, made me think about it. Number one of the best shows that I took in personally, 12/30/89 in Oakland, the night before New Year's in '89. You want to put your ears to that if you're new to the music. The first set's amazing. You get Bertha, Good Love, and Sugary to start things off, and it's just hot. The second set, Jack Straw, China Rider, Estimated Terrapin, out of sight. And then as we come up to the drums and space segment of this show, the drums and space segment of that one is probably one of my all-time favorites. It's just absolutely incredible. It's one of the few shows that I listen to drums and space all the way through. Every time I listen to that show, you'll love it. Put some ears on that. The other one's Furious, Coming Out of Space, Standing on the Moon, little abbreviated at the end. I really like when Jerry gets a case of Be With Yous at the end of that. Maybe a little bit shorter than you'd hope in the end, but Saturday night, that show is just strong. That's one of my favorite personal nights that I spent in Grateful Dead. Check that out. One of the best spaces you can hear at 122.78. You get close encounters of the best kind, so you might want to put an ear on that one too. 122.78 is an amazing space that you should hear. So anyway, coming out of this space, we get New Speedway comes out, and it's funky, and they're just feeling good, and it's evident in everything that's coming from them. This is a band that's feeling great. New Speedway, all of a sudden, Caminti's microphone has volume on backups. I've watched him sing. I've almost wondered if he lip-sync on backup, if he's lip-syncing, because I've never heard him before, but all of a sudden, on New Speedway, Jeff's backup's all the way up in the mix. And I love Jeff. Believe me, I love Jeff, but listen, Phil sounds like Pavarotti compared to Jeff. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just happy he's playing with us. At a New Speedway, You get Ballad of a Thin Man. I mean, really, one of the best tunes on Weir imaginable. Dylan tune. It reminded me of Hampton 88 and April Fool's Day at the Meadowlands. You got a great Ballad of a Thin Man. That would have been fucking great, right? If they did Ballad of a Thin Man. They didn't do Ballad of a Thin Man. You get White Peter next instead. Really, the music behind it was strong. Really enjoyed the music behind it. Might have made it to Mulatto Peter tonight, but you know, just the harmonies on that one are as bad as they ever were. The music behind it was great. That's all I'll say about that. Play and Reprise comes up next, and it was fun. They maybe stumbled a little bit getting to it, but when they got to it, it was strong. It was a fun way to close the night. This was a hot show. U.S. Blues is the encore. The Gorge got it good. This is fun stuff. Band got a few days off, well rested. I'm just glad we're back to live action. I was getting tired of all the butthurt after night 2 at Alpine. I give 0 fucks what anybody has to say. I give the butthurt typically. I don't receive it. So anyway, you can bring it. You can troll the comment section. I get a kick out of it all. I love it. And I give 0 fucks. So we love you anyway, regardless, long time. And we'll see you after Eugene. Safe travels. Love you.